Happy December, everyone. I hope you have had a good start to the month and that you're looking forward to the holidays coming up. The school year is flying by, and I feel it, and I hope you see that a lot of good things are happening. Speaking of flying, I want to speak to you about where I'm at right now. I am actually in Greensboro with the other 114 superintendents from across the state. We meet together quarterly, one time every 3 months, and today we're meeting, and I just left a meeting and I stepped out to record this, but I wanted to let you know about the keynote speaker who I had the honor of introducing. Barrington Irving and I met a couple of years ago, and we've been able to meet several times since. He was a star athlete down in Florida, in the Miami area, in a rough inner city, crime-ridden area. And these are his words. He said it was just a tough neighborhood, lots of crime, and a lot of people did not feel like they had a future coming out of there. But Barrington was the star athlete on the football team, and they were the #1 ranked football team in the United States. As you imagine, it got him a lot of attention and a lot of publicity and a lot of offers for scholarships to go to college. But in his junior year, he was in a grocery store, and a gentleman stepped out of a car. He said he was a fine-looking gentleman wearing a pilot suit, and he just stared at him and thought, that man looks sharp. So he went up to him, and the gentleman said, "Hey, how are you? Have you ever thought about being a pilot?" Well, Barrington, being from the inner city, said, "I don't have the skills to be a pilot. I don't think I could ever do that." And the gentleman said, "Well, I will tell you what. I will be willing to mentor you 30 minutes a month and no cost. And if you're willing to try it, I can get you there." So Barrington, like many of our students, asked, "What does it pay?" Because to our students, the destination is what is important. And I know we have to focus on the journey, all the details that get you there, but he saw that the destination was something worth his while. He actually went on through high school, got full scholarship offer to the University of Florida, and on signing day, he actually turned it down. And his coaches thought he was crazy, but he went to the community college instead, and then went on to aeronautical school and got his degree there, graduating magna cum laude. Worked in several industries, washing planes, trying to find ways to be around airlines as much as possible, learning as much as he could, doing flight simulation on video games of all things. And Barrington made quite an impression on several people, and he decided he wanted to fly solo around the world, but as you might imagine, it's quite expensive. Actually, it's $1.2 million to do so. And he asked for sponsorships. 50 different companies turned him down. But he didn't give up. He actually convinced several companies to donate parts to an airplane, and he had enough donations that he was able to get some leveraging funds from a sponsor, and he built a $650,000 plane, and he flew out in 2007 of Florida with the New York Times and the National Geographic there, and he began his journey around the world. First African-American solo flight around the world, the youngest person in the Guinness Book of World Records to fly around the world at age 21. He then came back obviously this opened up a lot of doors for him, but he's decided to give, instead of working for airlines, to give back to schools and to communities because it made such a difference to him. And he has a website, The Flying Classroom, but that's not really what I'm talking to you about today. I just wanted to talk to you about the impression one person made on Barrington. Teachers, each one of you are making impressions on students in your classroom. It made me realize that you are salesmen. Just like this pilot convinced Barrington that this was something worth going after, you are igniting that passion for learning and for the destinations ahead for your students. You're CEO of a classroom that has anywhere from 20 to 200 students in a day. And I thank you for the work you're doing. Each of you are making a difference. And it just takes one person to make a difference to a student and show them that don't get caught up in the journey. Look at the destination. It's worth your efforts. One of the things that Barrington encourages, and I do as well, is to make as much possible the real world experiences for our students. Give them opportunities to experience something. One such example Barrington's doing is he's donating plane parts and car parts to schools and having them build a plane or build a car, which then he drives or flies. And you might imagine a number of students doing this have gone on to pursue careers in engineering and in science and doing great things. One such person he introduced us to just graduated from Duke with honors. I tell you this to let you know that our students have the capabilities of any students in the United States. And I'm excited about the work that you're doing, excited about the work ahead. Thank you for making the world come to life in the classroom, and thank you for making those destinations something our students want to pursue. Have a wonderful December. Have a great holiday break.